Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And before we get started, we have a new member, so everyone please pray for somebody for me. Please. Pray for Moggy. Moggy, thank you so much for becoming a member, a sinner, a member of the choir. She hit the join button, the blue join button, the link in the description. I appreciate it so much. 30, she's Stephen Curry, draining threes, the big 30 clip. We got 30 again, so 10 more to go until that 6-hour live stream. Remember, 40 members get you a 6-hour live stream. Appreciate it, Moggy. Shout out to you. Alright, so we got 3 teams today for the World Event and the Faction Assault. The Faction Assault, pretty simple. We got Ferocity. I always love to use Ferocity whenever I can. Whenever there's a red day in the Delves, the faction, a red faction, where you can use red as the restriction, I like to use Ferocity. It's just fun to me. Shaman class, double red, I think blue or brown banner, whatever one there is, you know? That doesn't minus blue or brown or red, you know what I mean? So it's double red, I think, man, double red brown, I think. Minus like yellow or green or something crazy. I don't know, maybe we can see here. What am I using? What am I using? Too late. I don't know. You've seen this team a million times. I don't think I need to explain it. Fully trade your Ferocities. Make sure you're using Shaman fully traded. And Rage Reaver makes a ton of red. You could also use Flamifier if you don't happen to have Rage Reaver, which is in the Soul Forge right now. So literally no excuse unless you have 0 diamonds, which I feel bad for you if you have 0 diamonds. But that's a possibility since Wild Queen is in the Soul Forge, and, you know, Doomed Club is in the Soul Forge, and, there's all kinds of good stuff in there, and, you know, there's been good stuff in there, like, almost every week. So I understand. I'm not trying to put anybody down that has no diamonds, but, yeah. Yeah. So, Ferocity, Shaman, double red banner. Make sure you're fully traded, that way you can gain all those stats every time you get an extra turn. The Rage Reaver makes a ton of red, and Flamifer will make a little bit less, but still works just fine. And, yeah. So all that red is making all those extra turns. All those extra turns are giving your Ferocities a bunch of extra stats, and they're one-shotting against red, or anything, really. Especially early on, just match red real quick and cast Ferocity. And grab that first potion, the enchant potion, and you can get all the rewards just with that first potion. If you want to go really deep, I guess you're going to get more potions. But for me, I just grab that first potion, and it helps me go all the way with Ferocity. You can also use stuff like Tesla, and, what else is there? I don't know, Gargoyle, Ketris. There's other stuff you can use, but I love to use Ferocity whenever I can. Here is my first team for the World Event. It's a Skull damage event, so I want to use troops that do skulls. I'm trying to use the Lord of Slaughter here. It's the same team as yesterday, except for I changed the last troop to Princess Elspeth. And she's like kind of working, kind of not, because I don't have any yellow troops on my team, and I'm sacrificing herself because I really don't want to sacrifice anything else on my team. So you might be able to work with this and do something a little bit different. Some people put some teams in the comments in the last video, the weekly preview. If you want to go check those out, I don't really have time this morning because it's freaking snowed out, and they're blowing snow out there and doing all kinds of stuff. Every kid in the neighborhood's home, so just got to get this done. But yeah, I was trying Princess Elspeth in the bottom there because sometimes she'll make a bunch of blue, which really helps out everyone else on your team. And she was doing it around like 75% of the time, so I still had her in there as of this video. But I was either using like the Infernal Machine or like Tomb Robber or something, also trying those in the last slot. So I'm not 100% you know, solid on that last slot there, but I really do like the Lord of Slaughter, Mirage Queen, Jar of Eyes, using Thief class. That way you have a bunch of summons. So as long as they don't like skull you all the way down to your Jar of Eyes, you should be fine. Like, you'll never lose, because you can cast a Jar of Eyes, bring in some All-Seeing Eyes troops, and hopefully your Thief class is on 100, so you can bring in like Sisters of Shadows and Hero Naths and Ancient Golems and all kinds of other stuff, bandits. You should be summoning quite a bit, so it should never get to the point where your hero is dying on this team. And hopefully that's not even a thing Hopefully you cast Princess Elspeth. It makes a bunch of blue. You get up your Mirage Queen and your Lord of Slaughter. And you have alignment, and you cast Mirage Queen, and then you cast Lord of Slaughter, and then everyone's dead. But same problem as always, I'm doing this super early Tuesday morning, so I only have one medal. So since it's a Guild Wars week, I was going to recommend to everyone to maybe just wait and not try to do every single sigil in the first day or two. Even though that's what most of the time I recommend doing, just to get it done. But this week you got Guild Wars. You could concentrate on Guild Wars instead. And then maybe wait till your guild gets a few more medals. That way you have more percentage towards your skull damage. Because I'm having it's not going as smoothly as it should be because I only have one medal. But yeah, once again, this is early Tuesday morning, so I can't say that these teams are going to work on Sunday night. This is just what I'm, the best thing I can do for you right now without going super far and buying a bunch of sigils and whatnot and making sure. Here's a low-level team for people that don't have Lord of Slaughter. If you don't have the Lord of Slaughter or Mirage Queen, I'd recommend going and getting the Mirage Queen. It's not that hard to get, but I understand if you don't have the Lord of Slaughter. So we have Writhing Staff, Dwarven Gate, Satari Warrior, I think his name is. He makes skulls down there. And then I'm using the Titan class. So what I was thinking here is just a bunch of barrier. With a couple skull spawning troops and a couple dwarven gates. That's what I was thinking, so I'm using Titan. We got rock solid, so every time you match brown, you get a barrier. Then we have the two dwarven gates. You can cast those strategically, that way, they barrier everyone else on the team, so besides themselves. So you got two of them, that way you could barrier everybody on your team. Plus they give mana to everyone on the team. So just use them strategically. If you're smart about it, you shouldn't have any trouble. It's a lot slower, of course, than the Lord of Slaughter and the Mirage Queen and stuff like that. But, it's for low-level players that don't have those troops. I also saw people mentioning Hindla for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe put that in the comments. That might be one of those, people we don't talk about. I don't know. I don't pay attention to them, so maybe we're getting it from somebody else here. And I don't like when people recommend those kind of troops, but if you got a reason, put it in the comments besides just that you saw some guy using it, and that's all you need. I mean, she does summon, which is nice, and so that's good. But she doesn't do any kind of skull damage, so I don't know. I'd rather use, like, Jar of Eyes or something if I'm going to get a summon. That way you can get an Ice Storm, and, most of the troops in here are blue. But anyway, this is what I'd recommend. So just use your barriers wisely, use your Dwarven Gates wisely, use your skull spawning wisely, use Titan, and yeah. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. 40 members get you a 6-hour live stream. Tell your guild about the channel, comment below, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.